I'd like to talk to you about the present continuous tense that we have in English. The reason is that it's my experience that a lot of foreigners, when learning Danish, try to force the present continuous into a Danish context, and it's simply not a very good idea. The present continuous is a tense that combines a form of the verb be with a verb adding ing. It's also called the ing form. And in English, we use the present continuous tense in multiple contexts. However, this tense doesn't exist in Danish. I repeat, it does not exist. And trying to use the present continuous tense in Danish is bound to fail. So the question is, what do we say instead? Let's have a look. In English, we often use the present continuous tense to talk about future arrangements. Sorry for the noise, that was my chair moving. A future arrangement is a plan that you have decided and organized with yourself or with another person. Here are some examples. I'm spending Christmas and New Year with my parents this year. We are meeting Susan at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. I'm playing tennis with a colleague this afternoon. So what do we do in Danish? We use the modal verb skal. Jeg skal være sammen med mine forældre til jul og nytår i år. Vi skal mødes med Susan klokken 3 i morgen eftermiddag. Jeg skal ud og spille tennis med en kollega i eftermiddag. Let's have a look at this particular form, I'm having. It's a bit complicated, or maybe not complicated, but it's problematic in Danish. The verb have in Danish can only mean own or possess. Like in sentences, jeg har en cykel, jeg har mange gode venner, jeg har en stor familie. If we're speaking of future arrangements using having in English, we often translate into for in Danish. Here are some examples. I'm having guests for dinner tonight. Jeg får gæster til middag i aften. I'm having some friends over for dinner. Jeg får nogle venner til middag. I'm having my car fixed. Jeg får min bil lavet. But often I'm having simply translates into something completely different in Danish. Here are some examples. I'm having a party on Saturday simply translates into jeg holder fest på lørdag. So if you're hosting a party, you must use the verb holde. She's having a baby. Hun skal have et barn. Are you having a good time? Hygger I jer? So if you want to translate a sentence starting with I'm having or are you having, you must stop and think again, what is the proper translation of this sentence? We use the present continuous tense to talk about things that we are about to start doing, especially with movement verbs of movement, to go, to come, and to leave. Here are some examples in English. I'm going to bed now. I'm leaving for work soon. I'm going to 7-Eleven. I'm taking a shower. What do we do in Danish? Use the action verb or skal. Jeg går i seng nu. Jeg skal i seng nu. Jeg tager på arbejde snart. Jeg skal på arbejde snart. Jeg går lige i 7-Eleven. Jeg skal lige i 7-Eleven. Jeg går lige i bad. Jeg skal lige i bad. Notice the word lige, since the signal is just a short trip. It won't take long. We use the present continuous for things which we are doing as we speak. So we say, what are you doing? I'm watching the news. The kids are sleeping. I'm making dinner. I'm taking driving lessons, and I'm redecorating my apartment. What do we do in Danish? We combine a position verb with an activity verb. So I'm watching the news becomes jeg sidder og ser nyheder. The kids are sleeping. Børnene ligger og sover. And the position verbs are sidde, sit, stå, stand, lig, lie. We can also use the activity verb itself and say, jeg ser nyheder, børnene sover. If what we're doing is a process that ends up with a product or a result of some kind, we often use the phrase at være i gang med, which means to be in the middle of something. Jeg er i gang med at lave mad. Kan du ikke købe mælk på vej hjem? Jeg er i gang med at tage kørekort. Jeg er i gang med at sætte min lejlighed i stand. As for questions, we use action verbs or the modal verb skal. Are you listening? Hører du efter? Are you coming? Kommer du? What are you watching? Hvad ser du? What am I doing here? Hvad laver jeg her? For future arrangements, what are you doing this weekend? Hvad skal du i weekenden? What are you doing this summer? Hvad skal du til sommer? In a present continuous negative sentence, we make negatives by putting not after am, is, or are. I'm not doing that. You're not listening. They're not coming to the party. She's not going home until Monday. In Danish, we use an action verb and add ikke. Jeg gør det ikke. Du hører ikke efter. De kommer ikke til festen. Hun tager ikke hjem før mandag.